Good morning to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. club on this glorious spring morning. It's an absolutely magnificent sunrise this morning. It's a spring day. It's midweek, and I just can't believe how glorious it is today. If I pan around, I'll show you that the bridge, the sun-drenched harbour bridge, has the flags at the top, which are just drooping down, unfurled, not moving in the wind, because it's absolutely dead quiet. It's a glorious morning, and thank you for joining me once again. And I hope you get to appreciate how magnificent this sunrise is on this day. Anyway, what I want to do today is do a bit of a walk and talk, but I want to talk about a topic that I've got near and dear to my heart. And what we're going to talk about today is the Greek theatre. The Greek theatre. So, what I learnt today was that well over 2,300 years ago, the Greeks in the theatre had actually defined a number of character traits that they used to define their characters. And what I want to do is just go through those character traits with you, just to show you that things haven't changed all that much. People's character is no different today than what it was 2,500 years ago. And if the playwrights and the theatre people of the ancient times came into the world today, they would see all the character types around us on a daily basis. So the characters back in 3019 BC were catalogued by one of Aristotle's students, whose name was Theophrastus, and they're called the Theophrastian types. Let's go through each of the type and have a bit of a laugh as we go. The first type is called the fault finder, and it's funny how we've got the first one being called the fault finder, because we've got many of those sorts of people in our lives. Just think of all your friends and all the people on Facebook, and you'll be able to find straight away the fault finder. And the fault finder is called the memsimoria. Then we've got the suspicious man, and when I say man in this, we talk about people, so you can use male or female. But how many of our friends are suspicious people? The apistia type, the ones who are the ones who talk about all the conspiracy theories, and the ones who just don't trust anyone or anybody or anything. The third one, and we've got plenty of these around us, is the insincere person, the insincere man, ironia. Then we've got the flatterer, the kalokia, the one who flatters us and tells us all the beautiful things that we think that we have about us to win us over. Then the next type is called the garrulous man, and in Greek it's called the adolessia. Then we've got the boor, agroikia. Then we've got the complacent man, the areskia. Then we have the man without moral feelings, aponia. Plenty of them about. So as you can see, we can relate to these character types even today. Let's keep on going. We've got the talkative man, the lalia. We've got the fabricator, the logopoia, the shameless, greedy man. We've got the penny pincher, the micrologia, the offensive man, the deluria, the hapless man, the akeria, the officious man. How many officious people do we have? Those obnoxious people. So they've always been around, but this is no news to the ancients. We've got the absent-minded man, the unsociable man, the superstitious man, the repulsive man, the unpleasant man, the man of petty ambition. He's called the microphilotimia man, the man of petty ambition. The stingy man, plenty of those about. How wonderful is this to be able to look back over time and to say, well, geez, nothing much has changed. We've got the show-off, which is called the alazonia, the arrogant man. Hyperphania, the coward, the Lear, the oligarchical man, the late learner, opsimathia, the slanderer, kakologia, the lover of bad company. How many of those do we know? And the basely covetous man. So they're the 30 character types that were well known to the ancient Greeks. They were catalogued over 2,300 years ago, and they're the character types that surround us now. And what we're saying is that this is not them in total, but a type that we can use to generically just categorize them and put them into a gender type. So there you go, guys. The ancient Greeks have given the world much to think about. It is just absolutely wonderful to think that these things have been around for time in memoriam, and it's nothing new, and something to ponder, something to think about, because whilst we think we live in modern times and we're discovering everything for the first time, everything that has ever been thought about or that we think about today, it's been thought about and discussed, and it's troubled people for thousands of years. Human nature doesn't change. We humans are all the same. We have the same feelings. We have similar sort of fears. We're confronted by the same rubbish and people around us who challenge us on a daily basis, and who are bloody annoying as well. But thank God for the Greeks who were able to categorize these character traits and talk about them and show us 2,500 years later that it's nothing new. All of this stuff is nothing new. People are people, and people are confronting in many ways through their fears, through their beliefs, and through their behaviours. So thank you very much for joining me on another version and another episode of Jim's 5am Club. I really appreciate your support and your words of encouragement. I will continue to try and identify another beautiful aspect of this city of Sydney, and wherever I go I will try and identify places of interest and bring them to you, because I know there are people who are housebound, people especially in Melbourne, but also here in Sydney there are people who just can't get out and about because of their age. And what I'll try and do is I'll try and be your partner, your adventure partner, and show you around, and also have a chat where we can talk about interesting topics, and basically, pass our day, because days are flying. And this Wednesday will never come back into our lives, so we've captured it now. Our job now is to make the most of it and to enjoy it for what it is. And remember, this Wednesday is special, this Wednesday is unique, and it will never ever come back. So let's finish with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, and most importantly, sit back, enjoy the different character types around you, because at the end of the day, we're all different, not only from each other, but more importantly, we're different for each other. So let's celebrate those differences and enjoy the challenges that each difference brings to us, because if everybody was the same, life would be shit boring. It would be absolutely boring. So let's celebrate the fact that we're different, and even though it's confronting, it doesn't matter. Let's just make the most of it and enjoy the time, the limited time that we have together. Until tomorrow, I look forward to coming to you from another place with another message, and until then, ciao for now. Masagapao. I love you all, and let's just do a last little panning shot at that magnificent East Coast sunrise, and we watch a couple of ferries cross over. We've got the Fred Hollows. Wow, he gave vision to so many people. He gave improved sight to so many people to be able to come and witness things like today. But staying at home, staying indoors, and not being out and about is no different to being blind at the end of the day. So make the use of your faculties, and don't take them for granted, is another very, very important message for us all to consider. Yasas, take care, and bye for now. From Jim on Jim's 5am Club.